All right, so my dog Nick Reed, you know what I'm saying? I see you in here repping with the XU jacket on, man. Let the people know, like, what Xavier University played in your role to the success you have today.
Well, Xavier played a major role because, I mean, first I'm going to say, you know, between just being around some of the people that I grew up with, as far as some of the lions in the streets that I knew, as far as my big uncles and cousins and brothers, they taught me one side and gave me kind of like that edge that I have. And then St. Aug kind of just gave us that like finesse ability and stuff like that. But Xavier kind of made me more well-rounded, and it put me in a room with other people from other cities to see different things. And that's how basically it opened my mind to be able to get ideas and try to bring that to our culture. So I say Xavier played a major role. That's why I always shout him out anytime, and I do anything for him with the homecoming. They do the bike rides with me for freshman orientation, all that, and they always support and show love.
All right, man. So I want you to speak a little bit about what's the pros and cons of owning a black business.
All right. Well, first, let's just say, you know, I'm proud to be a black business owner. All right. But I will say that comes with a lot of stress and because it almost seems like you're already cutting half of your clientele out. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, we may not get a strong mix of, you know, like the Caucasian people or certain things like that to come through, you know, on a regular. And it might not be because we're like stamped as that, but it's just kind of natural. I don't know if they feel comfortable or not, you know, in some of our environments, even though we welcome all, right? And then I would say that, you know, that comes with responsibilities because you got to make sure you take care of the community, give back and stuff like that, which already is something that I've always done. But I also feel like sometimes we come up against these things where people always, because we're black owned, they want discounts. Because we're black owned, the expectations are a little bit higher. You know, if we slip up one time with maybe a customer service, you know, situation, and that might be the one time out of 20 times they've been here, they might be like, oh, I'm not messing with that place anymore. But, you know, Popeyes might, you know, do some bad, flaky stuff, but they still gonna get that chicken biscuit, right?
Right.
For us, we don't have that same leeway. So those are some of the struggles that we have to deal with. Also, you know, as far as like the bikes, say for example, the bikes, right? You know, I appreciate all the support and everything, but sometimes we have to deal with, you know, I can tell the difference between when they come ride with us and they might be popping willies and, you know, just getting reckless. And I can kind of tell when they're in a different environment, it's a whole different story because they don't want to have to pay for this. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just, they're not going to do the same things. So I love it. It's a journey that I wouldn't trade for the world, but I'm not gonna lie, it's rather stressful at times because just balancing, you know, how you just show love, but you gotta make sure you still stay in business because you can show love and be out of business, you know, within a year, you know. So that's pretty much the pros and cons.
All right, so I want you to speak a little bit about what's one of the most memorable moments you've had so far with owning your bike business, Get Up and Ride.
Some of the moments that I love the most is when we do our Santa Claus ride, where we dress up like Santa Claus. We collect gifts that whole month, and right before Christmas, we dress like Santa Claus and go take a bike ride under the bridge and surprise the people with food and gifts.
Right.
That's like the most fulfilling thing. And then also when we have moments where people that got engaged on our bike ride. So we'll stop the ride on the steps by the Superdome, and you got 100 bikes out here and somebody proposing to their girl. You know what I'm saying? So of course they set it up with us, you know, prior to that.
Right.
And then, you know, when I made the 40 for 40 with Blake, my business partner, that was really a dope moment. Just seeing, you know, people recognize that, you know, what we're doing is innovative and just trying to create culture and, you know, where we headed with it.
All right, so this is the beginning part of 2020. It's January. I want to ask you, why is clout chasing at an all-time high?
Clout chasing. That's funny. I don't know. It obviously has a lot to do with social media, you know, and just the fact that social media is really, really a part of our lifestyle, no matter if we like it or not. 5, 6 years ago, I never would have never thought that we would have got to this point. And now I don't, how can I say this? Nothing surprises me anymore. Anything I see or hear this was false news, fake news, or this or that, people chanting for this and because that's the wave, and then this happens or they get behind that. Look, nothing surprised me anymore. I know there's a popcorn culture, and I also understand that, the clout chasing. Back in the day, we wanted clout. You looked at LOX and stuff like that, money, power, respect. You knew that clout was that thing where it wasn't something that was just given to anybody. You couldn't just earn it by just doing some dumb shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You had to really be out here and doing certain stuff and build a rapport with different people and then garnish that. It's like you're like a boss and like a boss of bosses to be able to have certain clout where you could just walk in any spot and they gonna move stuff around for you, Right. But now it's like if I do some funny stuff and go viral, I get that same treatment. So it's like, do I blame them? Can I blame the generation that's under me and say, well, like, I don't know what I'd be doing if I was 22 right now. I don't know if I'd be going in the store and fake robbing it just so I could go viral. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can do some of these challenges that obviously are idiotic.
Right.
But I know I might go viral because I remember back in the day, like I remember if somebody said, man, I'm about to be on any TV station.
Right.
What your family did. They gather around and they watch that, right?
Right.
Now you can just pull up your phone, man, viral.
Right.
Everybody see it. So whoever's chasing that light, it's whack to me, but who am I in a position to be like, I don't get it, but I do get it. Because, at the end of the day, a lot of people want fame. A lot of people have always wanted fame. Right. It's just easily attainable now. Now, it's also easy for you to get it snatched from you.
Right.
So don't get it twisted. You can become a millionaire today and they can stop liking you tomorrow. Right. You know what I'm saying? If something you did on social media, something you did clout chasing, they ain't like. But we also live in an era where I really believe like a person like the Cat 6ix9ine, that was clout chasing, right?
Right.
We know that now, like for a fact.
Right.
And he snitched on everybody, right? I feel like this guy in today's society is still gonna be able to come out, and he gonna have some cats that's gonna be like, nah, I ain't gonna hop on a feature, I ain't doing no beats for that or nothing. I stand for something different.
Right.
You're gonna have some people that's gonna also mess with him.
Right.
It's just, and in rap, that would have never happened 5, 10 years ago. But stuff has changed. Just like in rap, back in the days, certain people wouldn't hop on a song with certain people just because of, they don't flow like I flow. They don't rock like they rock. You know what I'm saying? But for that bag, they willing to do whatever for that bag. It's open season. So at the end of the day, I can't complain about it because I don't want to sound like the old dude that's like, oh man, back in my day. But I'm not standing for it. Like, don't bring it around me. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. If you getting your money clout chasing and you're doing whatever and you got control over it, I hope you do, but I don't know.
So you're not dyeing your hair rainbow colors this year?
Oh, nah, hell no.
We out.